Hey everybody, welcome to Tater Mountain this morning. It is a bombing 32 degrees outside and we are cold. We went to the store yesterday and on our way back we got in the truck after we done our shopping and the truck wasn't heating up correctly, so we're not exactly sure what's going on. So Jeff, I'm gonna turn you around, is checking out the truck to see what's going on.
Hey. There is no water in there.
Uh-oh. We have a leak somewhere. We're gonna have to find the leak. There is no antifreeze or water in here. But the weird thing about it is the truck didn't get hot yesterday. It did not overheat, so I'm not exactly sure what we got going on. Maybe we're just low of water? It is a pretty old truck. 2000 model Dodge, but it's a good truck. It needs a good washing, but it's just an old farm truck. But it's been real cold and heat worked fine on the way to the store. Truck run fine and everything. But then when we went to get back into the truck yesterday, turned the heater back on, it would not heat, so we have to figure out what is going on. What do you think's going on, Jeff?
I think they might be a heater core or either was a heater hose leak, because I don't see where it's been sprayed anywhere out here.
No, and we haven't smelt antifreeze, so not exactly sure. Hose looks fine. Maybe it was just low. Look at this pretty mountain. We're expecting some snow later on and into tomorrow, but our local weatherman around here says that it is not going to be a whole lot of accumulation, just maybe some flurries. And look, there's Samson. He's been on the prowl this morning. There's Morris. Morris! Y'all better behave this morning. Hey, buddy. Did y'all see that? He fell right off the fence. Hey, Lucky. What's up, buddy? Oh. All right, well, time to see if it's gonna heat. We gotta get somebody to come over here and haul off our trash pile. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go get in on the passenger side. Brrr. See if I can get in here. got our boggins on because it's cold. Hold that for a second. We can get the truck to heat up. We're gonna take y'all on a ride. Driveway. Sorry for the movement here. I think you good. Uh-oh. Transmission's cold. It don't want to change out. It's fall or winter almost. Might as well say it's winter. It's cold enough for winter. Not technically winter yet, I guess. It's still pretty. Jeff just blew the horn at our neighbor. We have really nice neighbors. Road we live off of. We live about, what is it, about 20 minutes from the closest gas station or Dollar General. And we live about 35 minutes from the closest grocery store. So when it snows here, you better make sure that you got everything you need, because you'll see here in just a few minutes how hard it's going to be to get out. All this area that you see here flooded back last year about February. And then the year we first moved up here in 2022, it flooded that summer before we moved up here. Like living up here, Jeff?
Oh, I love it up here. It's a world of difference. I just wish I'd have known about places like this when I was younger.
What's the best part of living up here?
Well, being with you is the most important, but it's just different up here. It's like people act different. It just seems like a day goes different here. There's so much beauty around us everywhere. I mean, around every little corner. And you can go and go and go and not see big concrete buildings everywhere.
Yeah. And not smell a lot of sewers and see a lot of trash. Well, unless a bear gets into the trash bins, but we've only had one bear encounter so far. About 5:30 in the morning one morning. Bear decided he wanted to come down and try to find him a little snack in the back of our truck. That was an experience. but that was the first time we had ever seen a bear in the wild. We've always seen them, like, you know, in enclosures when we lived in North Carolina, in Cherokee and Asheville, but never actually saw one coming out of the woods. But as you can see, this old mountain road here, starting up the hill. People say there's not a lot to do around here, but to me, just looking at these rock formations and the woods and just riding around looking at all the scenery is fun. Just gonna see if our heater works now. Let me put a little water in here. We might have to get us a little jug of antifreeze. But antifreeze was what was in here totally to begin with, so that little bit of water shouldn't hurt nothing. Do you think? Hey, we got heat. Yay. Kind of weird how things are temperamental as they get older. Look at that rock formation there. Did you see how it goes downhill and winds? Getting in and out of here when it snows is hard. Especially for us old people. But we picked this place because we both grew up basically in the mountains with our grandparents. He was with his grandma and grandpa in Tennessee, and I frequent the Virginia mountains with my grandma and grandpa. And we just loved being in the mountains because there's just so much to look at, and so much to explore. And so when we moved from North Carolina, we decided we wanted to move to the mountain. Look at that tree, how it grows out the rock. Looks a little dreary and gray now, but come springtime it really springs to life. We'll do this again come springtime so you guys can see just how pretty it gets. And then we'll come again in the fall, do this again so you can see the leaves, how they change. But it don't really what matter or what season that you're in here. I always think it's pretty here. Now that we've crossed over the mountain, it's pretty flat here now. Still curvy, but not as treacherous to get in and out of if it's bad weather. There's usually deer all out in there. It's probably too cold for them today. They're probably bedded down. There's that old barn. There's usually lots of goats up on that hill, but they probably in the barn. There's our local fire department. Never seen anybody there. Never seen a fire truck. But they say there's some in there. Rocks get really wet, they get coated in the winter where it's real cold and you have a lot of icicles that form. too is the barter system. Trade eggs for chicken, or honey for eggs, or you got any thoughts on that?
Apple pies for deer meat for apple pies. Two of my favorite foods. Or just to go help a neighbor.
Yeah.
Just to spend the day helping somebody. Sometimes all it takes is a hello, or
Yeah.
how are you doing, to make somebody's whole day better.
We had a neighbor down the road that has goats and stuff, and him and his wife needed help not too long ago on some stuff, unloading a trailer and I don't know what all, and so we went, and Jeff helped him unload the trailer, and I was talking to the wife and stuff about all kinds of things. For the labor, he traded us a half a gallon of goat milk, which I still need to figure out what to do with. It's a live and learn experience on some things. We're wanting to get into doing like a self-sustaining garden, and rabbits, geese, and ducks. We've been hearing too much about 3D printed meats, which that's not meat. Go ahead. So it's getting more and more, you don't know what's in your food. So we want to try to raise as much as we can. Put some self-sustainability things in the house, like a wood stove. That way we can cook on it and keep warm. Maybe have like a solar panel or two for our refrigerator, because the power does go off frequent where we live at. And maybe get Starlink for internet. They say that service is pretty good. As long as you got a generator, you'll have internet. Look at the river down there, how pretty it is. Pretty and green. Still low for this time of year. look at the world with doom and gloom and hatred and disdain, that's all you're going to see. But if you try to see the goodness and the beauty, then you start to see more and more things that you didn't notice before in life. I think.
Definitely.
We do have a Subway close by. They're pretty good. Here's our local Dollar General. As you can see, it took us about, I don't know, 15-20 minutes to get out here. You got any last things you want to say?
Just hope everybody out there has a wonderful day. Hope that you take what you have and make the best out of it. And when you think about it, if you look over at the person next to you and you actually love them, look at your family blessed. Because a lot of people's blessed with things that most people wouldn't even dare wish for.
That's true. All right, well, we're going to end the stream here, and we will see you on the next one.
You have a good afternoon.
Oh, and I almost forgot. If y'all want to donate to the channel, I know it's backwards. Let's see if I can get it turned actually the way it's supposed to be. There you go. There's a way to donate to our channel. We're not monetized yet, so this is a way that we have for you guys if you want to help us out. All right, we appreciate y'all.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
23